Hey guys, Randy here, and welcome aboard the CB Traveler channel. Boy, just look at this gorgeous clear blue sky we have. It is a little bit windy, and they're expecting the wind to pick up a little bit later. So this morning I wanted to get out a little bit early before all that happens. And I wanted to check out this really cool town of Clifton, Arizona. I've driven by here, but I've never stopped to see anything here. I was just to drive by once, and I thought it was cool at the time, but I've never actually taken the time to see what they have to offer here. So I thought this would be a great time to do that. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Like a lot of the small towns here in Arizona, especially in southern Arizona, it was founded as it's an old mining town. Back in 1870, 1873, something like that, it was founded, and it was gold. It's like it all starts out in gold, and eventually found copper. And it's right next to Morenci, which is one of the largest. Well, it is the largest in Arizona copper mine, and one of the largest in the United States. It's an open pit mine, and you can kind of see in the hills some of the tailings from the Morenci mine. Clifton it's a more preserved historical town, and it has that early 1900s look. And we're about 3,500 feet, so it's a little bit cooler than the Phoenix area. And it is starting to become known for a lot of hiking, a lot of camping, backpacking. This is it's a ride for motorcycles, because this eventually takes you up to the Route 666, Devil's Highway, and you go from this elevation all the way up to about 11,000 feet up in the hills. So a lot of motorcycles come through here. Oh, that's a long train. Engines are just right up here. I was kind of worried that the train might be blocking the road, because I do know that this track crosses the main road through town a couple times, but it stopped right here, so looks like we're good. Oh, I see. Yep, I see. First place I want to go check out. It looks like it's an old courthouse or something, or a school up on the right. As we're getting into town, you can see some new construction over on the right hand side and some of the older stuff on the left hand side. But I want to try and find a street up here that I can get over into those hills and find that building. I'm just pulling over. I'm going pretty slow, so I'm going to let these guys pass. There's one more. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's right up here. There's got to be a street that I can get over. Alright, I'll turn right here. This will get us up there. Yeah, a lot of these houses, they have that 70s feel, don't they? But the building I wanted to see, it's right up here. It's a courthouse, and it reminds me of Globe, Arizona. Check this out. It's got the corners are nice detail in there. Built in 1911, county courthouse. Yeah, actually, this town is the county seat for the least populated county in Arizona. I just like looking at those old buildings like that, even though they may have been remodeled over time. Still need to see that old construction. Alright, we'll take a right here. And this is, yeah, these are floodgates that they built in this town. We're going to cross over the San Francisco River. Like I say, it's most of the time it's just a big creek, but there have been quite a few floods here in the early 1900s, And then the latest one in 1990 or 1983, they had a big flood. And they built, like that big wall you saw back there, they built these floodgates to help keep the town from flooding. In 1904, here's another hotel, Road Inn. But in like the 1903, 1904, oh, here's a cool park. We gotta stop here. Veterans Park. All right, let's check this out. We'll continue my flood story in a second. All right, let's get parked and we will check out this cool little park. Wow, Veterans Park. They really do appreciate the veterans in this town. Like a lot of small towns, they do this. What's that little cannon over there? Veterans Park. All gave some gave all. Well, there's a lot of little stuff to see here. There's an old cannon. Let's see what this thing has to say. This sign. Veterans Park, dedicated to the Greenlee veterans in recognition of their courage in the service of our country. Nice. There's another one over here. It's got a helmet sticking up. Let's see here. Lest we forget, it's a memorial plaque for the World War I, II, the Korean War, American Legion. Threes. Oh, there is no greater, I can't read it. There's no greater love from any man that laid down his life for his fellow man. Amen. And I like how they're copper, from all the copper in this part of town, or this part of the state. Let's go see what's over this hill. Let's get a little stairway over the pipe. Wow, what is this thing right here? Big old chunk of ore or something. If you know what that is, I'd be really interested to know. All right, let's go. Oh, yeah, see, here's a view of the San Francisco River. Just off the way down there. Oh, and cool, look, they have some, there's a trail, and there's a picnic, or some benches to sit on while you're hiking down there. I just saw a rabbit running down there too. He's headed for the water, probably. Alright, well, let's go check out the rest of this park. Little bird feeder here. That's something too, there's a lot more birders coming in here, I was reading. Wow. It's a little warm here. It's probably 75 degrees or so. That breeze really helps. There's that old cannon again. Let's see what this sign... Oh, here comes a train. There's a lot of train activity here, it seems like. We had the one, it was as we were coming into town, that was waiting to go do something. Oh, this is just some engines. Huh. All right, well, let's see what this sign says. Honoring our men and women who have dedicated their lives to secure our safety. That's a neat flag. Man, these trains are getting loud. What's going on over here? Oh, cool. Check out that engine, that last one. It's got like a digital camouflage, like military. Oh, and then it has the armed service logos on there. Wow, that is cool. Wow, that is neat, and I get to see it from a veterans park too. That is really cool. I wonder what train company that is that did that, but All right, let's see what we have here. Vietnam Memorial. A lot of admiration for expeditions. A lot of admiration for our Vietnam vets. Nice eagle sitting up there too. All right, let's see this. Oh, I like this silhouette of the helmet on the rifle and the boots. This is a pretty memorial. Wow. Let's see. All the Korea, Vietnam, World War II, World War I, Freedom KIAs. Yeah. Oh, so these are some. Oh, they list the names of the residents. Greeley County. All right. Oh, hey, I just noticed this too. We'll come over here a little bit closer, but they have these benches, these picnic benches that have the different logos for each military branch. Yep, this one's my favorite. Good old thumbs up on that one. Which one's this? Marines, Navy's little badass brother. That one down there must be, it's probably, I'm not sure which one that is, but let's see, we have, this one's going to be Air Force. So that other one was the Army. This looks like a nest on top of that stunted tree. This is kind of a cool little memorial. I like how they have the stone stacked like that. That's neat. Man, another train coming in. I'm gonna head back to the truck. Man, that is loud. Here comes another train. You guys thought I was kidding when I said that there was a lot of train activity here, huh? And there it is. That's the one that was waiting to come into town when we were driving in. Oh boy. Well, it looks like just up here we're going to be stopped at this train crossing. So might be a good time to finish my flood story. So early in the early 1900s, 1903, 1904, there were some floods. And they were talking about maybe just evacuating the town, just abandoning it because of the floods they were having. And then in 1983, there was another big flood that came through here from one of the largest tropical storms that have come through Arizona. Uh-oh. Looks like he lost his load. He's got to chase it down. But yeah, I'm going to dig up a picture. Maybe I can find one of a flood back then. And that's the reason they built those floodgates, so that it could stop some of that flooding and be able to keep Clifton intact. Alright, so just up here, there's something I wanted to check out. It might be a museum, or at least maybe a visitor center. Let me get just right up here. We'll get parked and see what we can find. But I believe this is where the museum is, and I was hoping to see if it was open. Let's see what's down at on this side. Yeah. It's kind of cool. I could just imagine people standing here waiting for the train to come by back in the day. But maybe on this side there will be a sign or something telling me where the museum is. Hi, how are you? Well, let's see here. Nope, not here. Oh, here's a plaque. Let's see what this plaque says. Town of Clifton, Historic Rehabilitation Project. Oh, so this was a railway passenger station built in 1913. Cool. Yep, here's a visitor center. It's not a museum. Alright, let's see the hours. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, they're not open today. Let me get a pamphlet here. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, but wrong day, unfortunately. Well, let's see, it's around the end here. I'm going to see if I can get some information off this pamphlet and see what else to do. This would be... when I come to places like this, I just think about in 1913, people coming down. There's probably some sort of hangout in town. Well, I see down here's another old building. Maybe we'll just stop down there real quick and see what that one might be. Alright, so I took a quick glance at the pamphlet, and that old building I saw just up here on the left, I bet the water runs down there when it rains. But just up here on the left is an old building I wanted to check out, and according to the pamphlet, there's a jail that was carved out of the cliff. It's like the Clifton Cliff Jail is what they were calling it. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just right up here, and there's a little engine right there from a mine or something. But yeah, let me get parked. There's an old building I wanted to kind of check out, see if I can find out what that is, or was. This will be interesting. I saw this on the pamphlet from the tourist center, and check this out. The Clifton Cliff Jail. Blasted from living rock, this jail confined many of the bad men who crowded into the district in the boom days. Local tradition says that the first inmate in 1881 was the miner who built the jail. It was contributed to the town by the Lisinski brothers, who built the first copper smelter. Let's check this out. Little air shaft. Wow, imagine that. And you have these pegs and these pins holding that in there. Wow. I've never seen anything like this. Well, here is another something, another air shaft. A nice cool breeze in there. Neat little rock walls coming out of the cliff. A lot of turquoise in those rocks too. I think we can go in there. Oh yeah. Check this out. Ooh. I'm gonna go have to, just a second, I have to go put my GoPro back in the truck because I didn't think I'd be here this long. All right, the other GoPro's safe in the truck. I want to see what's down here. Well, let's check out this train first. It's a little car, a little copperhead, Coronado Railroad, Clifton, Arizona. Well, can you see that little boiler? Oh, and there's the seat. Not too comfortable. We can climb up here. Oh, see, I'm 6'2". I can barely stand up in here. Yeah, this seat, wooden chair, can't be too comfortable. It's got some cracks in it too. Seen some heat. Wow. How cool is this? I like these ocotillos lined up here. Springtime, they're nice and green. Looks neat with that sun right behind them. Okay, let's go see what's inside this jail. Get me out of here. Okay, it's really dark in here, so I have to go slow. Oh, man. Oh, they have a light. Wow. Check this out. Boy, it is super dark, so check it out. Everything's just driven into the rock. Oh, door still works. Well, it is cool down here. It's kind of warm outside. It is kind of nice down here. So they can't complain too much. Check out this peg. Boy. And then there's a second. Oh, this is a bigger one. There's lights in here too. Let's go check this out. Ah. And there's one of the air shafts that we saw. Get a glimpse of the sky. And there's the second one that we saw with the bars on it. Wow, how cool is this? What a find this was. And they probably didn't have lights back then, so it would have been dark. And the only light you got was from those holes up there. And this would give you a more realistic sense of what you had. And it's all dirt floors too. I don't know how many people they could fit. That must have just been one or two guys. I don't know how many people they could fit in this one. But small town, I'm sure they didn't have to worry about it too much. And they didn't want to be in here, so they probably either did a good job, didn't get caught, or stayed out of trouble. Look at this, is all rusted. It's all rusty now. Boy, it's so hard to see that. Wow, cool. And check this out. Look how they built that pipe. They built that pipe right into that wall. It's rusting away and weathered. Wow. That was neat. This was a neat place. Clifton did not disappoint. There's a lot of train activity here. I've been stopped twice for this because the train crosses the road a couple times. See what this building is here. Wow, that was neat. That was neat. Well, this is an old building. Let's see what this was. I wonder if there's a sign up here telling us. It's all boarded up. Ah, I see. BPOE. Lentils and sills are carved out of stone. Wow. Even these coins carved out of stone. All right, let's see if I can find out what this was on that pamphlet. Now, their pamphlet doesn't say what this was. I see American Legion across the street. And I want to go across this bridge right here to see what's over there. There's an RV park. It says you can camp there. And I see an old steam engine. It's a crane or something back there. We'll go check that out. All right, let's go. Oh, cool. I don't know if you can see it, but check out that old, there's an old house on the cliff right over there. Oh, man. All right. What a neat old bridge. Crossing the San Francisco River. I wanted to kind of, once we get over here, I want to take a right. There's some old structures on this side of the river. And there's it looks like the Clifton Hotel and Bar. Yeah, it is. That was built in 1890. This Clifton Hotel, it was a cowboy hotel, and it's changed hands a lot throughout the year. During that big flood of 1983, yeah, that is cool. 6.5 feet of water running through there. It's been renovated. You can stay there now. Supposedly it's really nice, and people say it's haunted. Ghost Hunters, that show came in, and they've done a couple places here in Clifton, because there's a lot of the locals say that they see some strange stuff. So if you're a ghost hunter, this might be a good place to come visit. There wasn't much down there, so I just wanted to come back here and check out this old, looks like it's a shovel. Man, this hotel is really cool. If I had more time, this is one of those towns you want to have maybe a day or two just to walk around and check out the old buildings. But I just don't have that kind of time today. Wish I did. But let's check, let me get parked. We'll check out this old, it's not steam, so it's probably diesel or something, shovel. This thing is huge. Here's some remnants of a sign. Parking for, I can't read it. Let's go check out this old shovel. This thing is huge, man. Phelps Dodge donated this. All right. P&H model 1800 excavator shovel. And they stopped using it in 1980. Wow. Let's go take a look at this thing. That thing's huge. Man. Look at the rollers and gears that it used to turn. Rubber pads. Ooh, I see another old abandoned something over there. It's private property. That stinks. Well, there's where he ran it from. Let me get out. Let me get in the shade here. That's where the operator sat. Man, check out the size of this. Man, that shovel is probably 5.5, 6 feet tall. Boy, see if I can run across this fence so that I can get a better view of it. Sorry, that sun's gonna be right in our eyes, but give you a better perspective. Holy cow. Let's see what this building is over here. There's a lot of these houses that on the edge of the cliff, and you can see where the stairs go up the hill. And they're really neat looking, but they're all private property, so I can't even, the fence is tore down, but I'm not gonna cross that because I don't know if they're supposed to or not. It's pretty big. There's some sort of warehouse, maybe. I'm not sure. There's lots of entrances. Maybe they were like bunkhouses, kind of like you see in some of these mine towns. They have well, you can see inside here. I see a fireplace. See if I can get you through this. I see a fireplace in there. Wow, this was really nice at one time. Well, that's too bad I can't get in here. Oh, here, we can look through the fence here. Oh, there were some stairs there at one time, it looks like. No stairs. It's all caving in and collapsing, and there's lots of stuff all over the floor. Yeah, I'm guessing this was some sort of housing. Posted no trespassing. Yeah, it looks pretty. Let's see if I can get you in here. Looks pretty dangerous in there. As you can see here how they have the old wood lintels over that door. It's caving in, it's collapsing back here. It's the back side of that. Oh, that maybe was an outhouse or something, or storage over there in that corner. There's an old safe. Old adobe. Wow, look at that. That is neat. Look how intricate some of the, oh, here's an old spillway where they controlled water coming down the hill. Oh, there's, I don't know if you could see it, but right up here is a cave of some sort. It's caving, it's all getting buried, but you can see water control or stairs coming down the hill right there. Yeah, those were stairs at one point. This is beautiful. I love old stuff like this. And you can see how they have a lot of the stairs and the driveways to get in and out. Would not be easy. Oh, I might be able to walk up that one. Maybe not. It's private driveway. Wow. Now I've driven through Clifton once before, but I never stopped to take the time to look at it like this. I'm glad I decided to go this way and check it out. That was neat. As cool as this old bridge is, it's a little worrisome because you can't tell if there's another car coming up the other side, so you gotta kind of slow up to see. But yeah, there's that old building. I'm not sure what that was. Maybe it was some point it was like an American Legion Hall or something like that. And before I get out of here, I wanted to check out this old street, Chase Creek Street. It's a business district. It supposedly has some really cool buildings. So I'm always into checking stuff like that out. So it shouldn't be too far up here. Boy, they were right. The wind really is starting to pick up. But I think it's just right up here. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, I'm gonna just drive up a little bit farther and I'm gonna come back from the other way so the sun isn't in our eyes. Well, there's a neat church. It's a Catholic church. Yeah, there's some old buildings here. Looks like it's mixed in with some newer buildings. Now this road isn't very long, and I'm not gonna take a walk down it today, but you could easily walk this thing in a half an hour. There's the museum, and it didn't look like they were open. Oh, cool! Check out these arches. It's part of an old building that came down. Look at that. That is cool. Now, this is a really neat part of this street right here. Kind of has the feel maybe of an old town in England or something. It's so narrow. And right up here, see if I can pick it out. Yeah, this blue building with these windows right here to our right, that was the Clifton, or the Chase Creek boarding house, and that supposedly is haunted as well. The ghost hunters went in there, checked it out, as well as the old jail. They went and checked that out too. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for Clifton. And you can see as I'm leaving town, it opens up and headed towards Morenci, that huge open pit copper mine. Wow, I really had a great time here in Clifton. More than I expected, actually, to be honest with you. It's too bad I only had a couple of hours to spend today, but if you've got a day or a day and a half, you can spend the night. You can see all the shops, the historical sites, and maybe even a ghost or two if you're lucky. But anyways, and also there's hiking. There's also outdoor stuff you can do here as well. But I'm going to sign off, and just remember, never say goodbye. Always see you later.